Hello everyone, this is Oblivion and welcome back to another episode of Liminal Industries. So in the last episode we set up the light engineering frames, and in this episode we're going to do the heavy ones, so we might as well get straight into it. If I grab my shafts, my belts, we need an item vault, we probably want some chutes, we don't have any plates. If I grab 32, that would be good. And then we want to do... Where are they? Here. Thank you. Now, so if I go look in here, and then I go shoot, very nice. I probably want some gold plates. Maybe I also want to increase the number of them to like 20. Can I have some of these, please? Thank you. And now I should be able to do this into this, and then grab some belts, like so, and then some deployers, which I only have 2 of. It's interesting. I should also grab some blocks. There and there, like so. Heavy engineering blocks. Electron tubes. Okay. We might have to go downstairs to do the electron tubes. So, for now, do I have any in the system? I could put some in the system, but maybe not. Deployers are using living wood, right? So if I have treated wood, I don't have any treated wood. Do I have treated wood in here? I do. Here it comes. Very nice. And I can go down here and make some living wood. I'll have to do the... What is it? Cobblestone, gravel, sand, haunting, sandpaper, washing, quartz, all that jazz. So that requires a whole bunch of factory gauges, right? Yeah. Do I have more of these, and do I have more of these? I need some more stock links. So this is going to get me 2 more deployer hands. Come on. Watching paint dry. There we go. Okay, there we go. Why am I not swimming? So this will give us 2 more deployers. Additionally, I want stock links, which should be... Where are they? Here they are. And I also want some precision mechanisms, so I should be able to chuck that in there. Interesting. I took gold plates out of the filter just so that, yeah. I need a way to prioritize only doing the in progress ones instead of the new ones. So, precision mechanisms, 3 in progress, sure. What is going on? What are all you doing? Oh, this is all item vaults. No, it's stuff for stock links that I just took out. Yep. We should have plenty of these now. 1, 2, 3. Sure. Let's tune it to this instead of changing these. The next thing that we need to do is likely a new basic resource, which would be cobblestone. And then we need to do gravel. Which, do I have any on me? Gravel. Like so. Add connection to here. We want to do like 16 at a time, at least, because that's what the crusher processes. Crushing. Then we want to have like at least 1 stack. And then we want to do sand. Here. Add connection to here. At least 16 at a time. Crushing. And then we want to have 1 stack, which we don't have. And then the next thing would be soul sand. So I grab this and stick it on that guy. So that's going to get haunted into soul sand. Do I have any soul sand in the system? I do not. I should also set up a filter item. As like secondary items. There's like a filter in here, which would be handy. Like all of the plates. Plate. Oh, there's sheets first, right? So we have copper sheet, we have iron sheet, we have gold sheet, we have sturdy sheet. Zinc sheet, I don't think we need. Brass sheet, it might be a ingredient. It's not an ingredient for many things. You probably don't need to put it in. And then we want to do plate for like steel plate. We want to do... one of these plates is used. Lead plate? I think that's one of the ones. I think that'll do. And then we want to do... what's some other secondary items that we want? We probably want like gravel and sand. Sand. And we also probably want soul sand. Like this, and we probably want quartz to keep track of that. Secondary products in here. Now these are separate, very nice. And I can do this. It's very convenient up here. Also treated wood planks and sawdust is probably a secondary product. Block of stripped bamboo. That's interesting. Anyways, soul sand. Add connection. Nope. We want to do 16 at a time, 16 at a time. Or maybe we want to do 32 at a time. Haunting. 1 stack. Let's do 32 for all these. just so that there's less boxes around. Very nice. How's my crushing wheel going? Is it processing? It is. Very nice. Haunting. If I do washing on this, there's a 12% chance to get 4. So, let's do a little bit of math. Calculator. If there's a 12% chance to get 4, that means that 32 multiplied by 0.12 is 3.84 sets of 4 is 15. So for half a stack, you're on average going to get 15. So if I get a factory gauge, and then I get some quartz, which I don't have any apparently. Let's grab some of this. Thank you. Then we have quartz in here. We want to do add connection to soul sand. And then we want to do 32 becomes how many? 15? Washing. And this is one of those ones that does expire. We want to expire after like 2 minutes or something. And then we want to have at least 1 stack. And then the next thing that we want to do is we want crushed quartz, right? Quartz dust. So if I go over here and stick this in here. We should get some quartz dust. There we go. Very nice. So we stick the quartz dust on here. We add a connection to here. We do 16 at a time. And then we do crushing. And then we want at least, let's go with like 16. There we go. So it should send some quartz over there to get crushed. And it should come back along here. Perfect. Now we have quartz dust in here. We should be able to go downstairs and put the quartz dust into the crystallizer for the rough gems. Oh, geez. There's wallpaper all over the ground. That's no good. Maybe we manually disable this for a moment. Like so. I don't really want that. Now, where is my crystallizer? There it is. So I kind of want to move this into a place that I can actually like have easier access to. So if I go up this way, let's go like this, and then we want to do, I guess we could do this, and then we have access to the frogs right there. Very nice. I don't know, do we want to immediately put it into a depot for the sandpaper? We could do that. Do we have living wood? We do. Hand? No, deployer. Wooden hand. 1, 2. And then we should be able to put that on some of this. Might as well do this one. Okay. Do I want to... So I need to set this as input. I need to also break and place this to get redstone acid. I'll probably need to do something like this over here. And then I'll need to do... Where is it? This, that to there. Maybe I could set the top to input output, so both, and then I should be able to do like packager and then frog, which would just be this and this. So we connect this like, where did my frog go? There he is. Frog. And then we should be able to do like this, and we want some of this in here. Let's do like 10. Rose quartz. There we go. We set this as that. And then if we do this, this should be satisfied, which it is. And we can also supply the network with the results of that, I think. Actually, let's go double check that this stock link is tuned, which I don't think it is. Tune that to that, and then put that on there. So now we have this, which is very nice. We'll probably want to do some kind of deployer with the diamond grit sandpaper. Where would we like to do that? We could do it here. I could do it manually for a moment as well, in case I wanted to continue with the quest line. But I'm enjoying automating everything, so... Oops. Let's do this, let's do this. Let's grab some barrels. Let's go and do item vaults up top. Like so. Let's go and put our chutes in. 1, 2, 3. We want to do golden sheets. Soul fuses. Where's the rest of my golden sheets? They must be coming from elsewhere. Put that on there. Then what do we want? Grab this. Oh, we had some more deployers in here. Where is my components? So we have this, right? That should be making the rose quartz. Next things to do next. Request. There we go. It's a bunch of gold sheets. We have the electron tubes, we have the soul fuses, we want the electronic components. 1, 2, 3. This one is first. This one is second. This one is third. We want to grab our deployer like so. Put that in there. And then we want a gearbox. Ash alloy casings. We can do those. Very nice. And then we do the gearbox like so. And then we can do shaft. And we have andesite funnels, we do. And then we should have the frogs in the packages. I have one frog. Maybe I need to make some packages. Do I have any cardboard? I do. We have packages there and there. We want to do another frog, like so. And then we should be able to do this to here. And then we should be able to do this to here. And then this is going to be heavy engineering components. And this is going to be heavy engineering frame. Very nice. We want to do some more gauges. Gauge 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to tune these guys. Okay. And then we want to put these on the front. Very nice. And then we want to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Target 10 each. Okay. And then we want to add the destination. Very nice. And then we want to do... Technically, I don't need all of these on the back. I am very tempted to go back to my idea of doing one output line. So if I do this, connect to here, and we do a belt like this, here, gearbox, here, oops, here, do this, very nice, and that is our common return, and our common return shouldn't get full at all. So if I put that in there, that'll get deposited, very nice. So what are we waiting on for these guys? We're waiting on quartz, which is interesting because we should have plenty of quartz. We do. So what's going on here? 10. So it says that we have them, which we do actually. They're just not getting put in here? What's going on? Any? That's strange. Maybe I need to pick it up and put it back down? Interesting. So, that should have that running again. I can even help it along. So that's all running. We have electronic components in there. We should have electronic components in this guy. Oh, that's interesting. We have a wrong direction item vault. There we go. So we have that there. Soul fuses are a matter of mana glass, which we will need a gauge for glass. So if we put a gauge for glass right here, we do this, and then we do blasting. We do sets of 32. At least do one stack. It is called blasting, right? Yes, it is. And then we should see the sand on here. Nice. And then we get the glass into there. So we should see this on the output. And to stop the fire from burning, we can do that. Grab the glass. Grab some more. Then we should be able to go downstairs to here. Very nice. And pick up some more of this for more deployers. Then we do more treated planks. Come on, swim. We can come this way, and then we should be able to do mana glass into here. I mean, technically we want to have a gauge for it eventually, but we don't currently. Mana glass, and then we want to do gold nuggets, right? Technically we will need this for this. Use mechanical crafter. We want like, I don't know, half a stack of these. And then we need fuses, which is just one of these and one of these. Like this, add this to mana glass, and then add this to gold nuggets. Use mechanical crafter, and then we want to have like, I don't know, 16 of these. And then next item would be haunting it. So soul fuse, add this to this, 16 at a time. Haunting, we want 16 of these. Empty fuse in progress. Yep, says it is. It says it's in progress because it's waiting on the mana glass, so if I give it that, and that, there we go. So it made at least one mana fuse. Oh, I was meant to not, that's meant to stay in my inventory. Whoops. This should go in the last slot. So we have regular fuses and we have soul fuses, and the soul fuses will eventually go into there. The last thing that I need is the sandpaper, I guess. Diamond grit sandpaper. Does this last forever? It doesn't look like it lasts forever, even though it takes a diamond. Let me check. So if I crush this guy, and then I grab the thing out here. Very nice. And I get some paper, like so. And then I grab a bunch of these from downstairs. Where's my factory gauges? Am I out? Probably. Oh no, there they are. Okay, we have these, put these in the offhand, hold right click. No, so it is still consuming it, it just seems to consume it way slower. So, does it say how much durability it has? It doesn't. Interesting. Anyways, so we want to do this with this, and then we want to do this goes, what is it? Actually, we probably don't even need a gauge for this one. It won't be connected to anything. So, and then we want to do this guy, and we can put some stuff away. Interesting, quartz dust. Don't really need this. We want to do fuse, like so. Add a connection to this guy. We want to add a connection to the sheets all the way over there. And then we want to do use mechanical crafter, target amount. Let's go with like 16. Oops. And then let's put a bunch of these in. And then we should see everything coming together over here. So if I put that in there, and then put these away for now. Why do I keep getting these? Do I have any more in my inventory? No. So these all have items in hand, which is very nice. And then we should be able to put the last factory gauges down. I don't have enough. That's funny. Oh no, I do. Cool. Connect it via this. We want to do this guy. The item to monitor is going to be the heavy frames. Thank you. Put the heavy frame in there. Put a factory gauge here. Put a heavy frame on the belt over here. Like so. Very nice. And then we should be able to do this. And then add connection to this guy. HE frame. 1 to 1. Very nice. Target amount 10. So if it sends 10 heavy frames over here, there's one. It should eventually expect 10 of these guys. So we mostly have the heavy engineering frame automated. I think that's a good place to end the episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.